Yo, Rob Harviller from 60 Songs That Explain the 90s here to inform you that we are back with 30 more songs because the 90s were super long and had a ton of rad music. Please join us every Wednesday for more 60 Songs That Explain the 90s only on Spotify.
This episode is brought to you by Visible. Maybe you've already let your New Year's resolution slip. We all have, but you can still make a 2 year's resolution with Visible. Right now, you can get a one-line wireless plan from Visible for just $20 per month for 24 months. 24 months is basically 4 Bachelor seasons. That could be 4 engagements, 4 broken engagements, so many other couples we didn't see coming. It's really an eternity in Bachelor Nation. And that's unlimited 5G data powered by Verizon with no annual contracts. Switch now at Visible.com and use the code VISIBLE24. Don't miss out. Offer ends January 31st. New members only. Promotional rate with service on the Visible plan. For additional terms and network management practices, see Visible.com. This episode is brought to you by eBay Authenticity Guarantee. eBay knows that when it comes to jewelry, authenticity is the real gem. When you see the blue check mark that says Authenticity Guarantee, it means your next piece will be carefully inspired by jewelry experts and will always be worth its weight in gold. Whether you're looking to make a statement or build the perfect everyday look, eBay is making sure you get the real deal. With eBay Authenticity Guarantee, you can trust that jaw-dropping piece will always arrive jaw-droppingly real. Ensure your next purchase is the real deal. Visit ebay.com for terms. Welcome to Bachelor Party. I'm Juliet Litman. I'm joined today by my colleague, my comrade, my friend, Amelia Wedemeyer. Hi, Amelia.
Hi, Juliet. How are you? How has this Bachelor off season been treating you?
You know, it's been treating me great.
Good.
I feel like it was a much needed break, but I'm starting to mentally prepare for the Bachelorette, which is coming in July. So we still have like 6 weeks, which is honestly a relief. More than 6 weeks, actually, I would say. And then Paradise. I, at one point, thought they weren't going to have Paradise. I'm very curious to see how it goes. But how are you feeling? You know, like this is the off season we've all needed.
It really, because there were like during the pandemic, it was like back to back to back, and it was a lot. And I could just tell kept feeling just animosity and just annoying vibes towards the franchise. So it's been good to have this break, I think.
I agree, but now it's time to get excited again. And so to do so, we're going to do a Paradise draft. Woo!
Yay!
We're each going to draft 6 people, 3 men, 3 women.
Wow.
3 men from Michelle's season and 3 women from Clayton's season. These are rules that I set myself. So
love it.
We have to follow them, but it does bring up a few things, which is that the real person I want more of in this Bachelor Nation is Andrew S. And unfortunately, he was on Katie's season, so he's not eligible. But I just felt we needed to talk about him and his incredibly intense friendships with particularly Greg, but also Mikey P. and Trey. They all just went to Hawaii together. They went to Kauai.
And it looked lovely.
It looked awesome. My main question, I've asked this before. Did any of them have friends prior to going on The Bachelorette?
That's such a good question. It really is, because I don't think so.
There's no evidence. There's no
evidence, and all they do is like hang out with each other on their Instagrams all the time. So
another thing about that trip, it didn't seem sponsored. I didn't catch any sponsors when I was looking at it.
I'm looking through photos right now. He's wearing a shirt that says "Give," which I don't think that's a brand. Okay, and I'm not seeing anything.
There was no like in partnership with this certain hotel. Like I think they may have just paid for this trip themselves.
What's the swim trunk thing that is always all the ads, like Chubbies or something?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Never mind. Forget it.
But yeah, I was like, I think they just went on vacation together. They didn't like they mentioned. No. I think they mentioned the airline at one point. It was like Hawaiian or Alaska. It was Alaskan.
Okay.
But it wasn't like a plug. It was just like the way one might at their airline if they're like annoyed or something.
Maybe they just had such a pleasant plane ride that they just wanted to give a shout out to Alaskan Air, you know?
Yeah. I mean, the flight from LA to Hawaii is kind of exciting because you're going somewhere far away.
You're over the ocean.
Yeah. It's like
there's a chance to actually, land in the ocean, which is scary, but like kind of exciting.
So I always think about that. Is it scary? Like I'm always like, well, I'd rather land in the ocean. But like, what's the difference? If you're crashing, you're crashing.
Oh, yeah. Now that you put it that way, yeah, I guess you're right. You're right. Except I would think you could, if you want, and I don't know aerodynamics, obviously, but couldn't you jump out of the plane into the ocean? Or is that too much force?
I think the force would prevent that from happening. I think you get tricked into thinking it's safer because they always talk about how your seat can be a life preserver.
Right. Yes. Exactly.
I have a flight tomorrow, so I'm just sitting here terrifying myself.
No.
Not great. Once I was flying to England from LA, and you fly like very far north, like over Greenland, like over the North Atlantic Ocean, and the turbulence was so bad. I was like, wow, I'm gonna die in the North Atlantic. So I have a lot of plane fear, I guess.
Like many before you, yeah. That is dark. I'm sorry.
It really is. Sorry. Let me bring us back into light.
It's okay. Okay, thanks.
Anyway, I think they paid for this trip themselves, which like,
honestly,
honestly,
you're right.
I have to applaud it. Like, this is not common. Like, when's the like? I don't know if you still follow Piper and Brendan.
Oh my God, no! Sorry,
I do.
No.
I don't know why.
Oh
I think I muted them at some point.
That's smart.
They only do like sponsored trips, and they get a lot of them.
Of course. Whatever.
I guess I also have to applaud that. Like, if you can get a free trip, sure. But
I mean, yeah. But at the same time, it's sick. It's the influencer market space, and it's sick.
They seem to have a similar issue, which is that they also like only spend time together. Like I think they're so deeply shunned that no one else is willing to be photographed with them.
Well, then they shouldn't have acted the way they acted on the last season of Bachelor in Paradise. So
it's true. Well, this is one of the reasons why I want to limit it to Michelle and Clayton seasons, is because I feel like, well, Michelle's season was a while ago, but I think if you collapse the time in which people are from like when they were first on their show to then going on Paradise, there's like less of a chance that they'll be coupled up already. Cause like that's the fundamental problem the show faces. It's an existential problem in Bachelor Nation, which is we have this extended universe, MCU like, with its number of people and its grasp.
It's true.
How do you prevent them from coupling up before going on the show? I mean, like
I know it's true. Well, but see, I don't think they always do that. And they do the whole DM, let's meet in this hotel or whatever.
Of course.
You know?
Yeah, we've seen that happen the last few years. So
we have, yeah.
They need to avoid it.
They do, but I think I just like the people that we're dealing with here. I think they lie? Maybe sometimes. I don't know. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm calling a whole group of people liars. I'm sorry. I take it back. I take it back.
It's a safe space, Amelia. It's okay.
Thanks.
Say how you really feel.
No, I just think that, once you're on TV, I mean, there's a certain type of person who wants to go on TV and wants to have success as an influencer. And I just don't think, lying about, we've met before is anyone's business, but their own, I guess. So
sure.
I understand why they would say like, we've never met before, but maybe they have.
Yeah. Right. We don't have a real way of knowing. I mean,
right.
Unless it comes out.
And again, it's like, it's really none of our business. So like,
but I actually don't agree with that. They, by signing up for this, make their dating lives like our business.
Public.
I think. Yes.
Sure. Yeah. I can see that. I just think at the same time, it's like we're watching their, public dating lives on TV unfold, and and I don't know, they're cast as some kind of character almost. And I can understand wanting a public and private persona, but I get what you mean.
They definitely do abdicate it a little bit. But, I think I saw a rumor online that the men that will be in Paradise will like be predominantly from the Gabby/Rachel season because they won't have had a chance to meet the women from Clayton season. So that could be true, in which case this exercise would be moot.
Damn it.
But it's still a great podcast gimmick, so we're going to do it.
Yeah.
It's Bachelor Nation in winter, of course.
I will say that they probably will bring, because there's a set of twins that are going on to Rachel and Gabby's season. So I feel like that's like Paradise is like twins. Yes.
I know. Well, the blonde twins from Ben's season, Haley and
Emily, I think?
Emily, yes, correct. They were a hit. I feel like identical twins are good for a dating show. So we'll see how it goes. Amelia, are you spoiler free on the Gabby / Rachel season?
I am, yes.
I am as well. I've been avoiding them like the plague. And
we'd
I'm
love
looking
to see it.
I think I try to avoid them in general, but I'm very curious to see like how the production works on Gabby and Rachel season. So
yeah,
best to keep it a surprise, and we'll all find out at the same time.
I'm excited. I'm excited. I like them both, and especially Gabby. So I'm excited for this journey.
All right, great. Well, let's get on the journey of ourselves. Let's start our Paradise Draft. Are you ready?
Yes. Wait, actually, I'm sorry. I have one more thing. I'm sorry.
Yes,
I forgot.
Please.
Okay. I'm sorry. I had this tweet pulled up. Mike Fleiss tweeted on May 8th, this historic announcement has the potential to impact #Bachelor in Paradise, #The Bachelorette. What does that mean? What was the historic announcement?
Was
He's
there any
famous for
follow-up?
doing this. No, none.
So it could be anything.
It could be anything. He does this from time to time. And of course, and I think we were talking about this in Slack, but all of his historic announcements are never historic. They're just like, yeah, we know. We could have guessed. Thanks.
It's like, yeah, we get it, Mike Fleiss. You're excited about something. I think he just does that to like get people interested, and then there isn't anything actually. So I'm gonna assume there's nothing.
Okay, that's probably smart. Okay,
Unless
I'm sorry.
it is like something about announcing that it's just the men from Gabby / Rachel or something.
Yeah, that or someone was. I saw news somewhere, like probably fake news on Twitter of people being like, they cast Gabby's grandpa for the senior bachelor. I don't think that's real or reliable.
That wasn't her real grandma, people. That was just. Oh, Gabby's grandma. Grandpa?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh,
Grandpa.
I thought you meant the woman that came with Rachel out of the limo.
No.
I'm already getting everyone confused. Gabby's grandpa as a senior bachelor would be fun. He was a real sweetheart.
People love him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great guy.
I'm not like someone who like quells over old people. Like I don't find like senior citizens like inherently cute. But he seemed like a nice guy. Question. Now that we have a few months removed from it, would you want your grandfather to call you a lovable dingbat on national television to the man you're dating?
Yeah, I don't mind. I think that's
at the time
okay.
I found it really cute. I was like, oh, that's funny and perfectly said. But now the more that I think about it, I don't think I'd want my family member to say that to my new boyfriend about me for everyone to hear.
Yeah, I mean, dingbat is kind of harsh. But I feel like old people kind of use different language, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Almost.
It's true.
And so I think he meant it as a compliment. So
okay, fair enough.
You know.
All right, Amelia, let's get into our draft.
Yes, sorry.
So we're each going to do 6 picks, as I said. I want to know what factored into your decision.
Okay, great. Perfect.
Like in general, what's your strategy?
Right now. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. I thought you meant like we're going to pick it and then we explain it.
We'll go one by one too, but more broadly. How did you approach this exercise?
Well, I literally pulled up because it's just sometimes these seasons meld together, but I literally pulled up a list of each cast and I looked through them and I made a mental tick if I was like, oh, that guy, and being like, yes, okay, he definitely. So I wrote his name down, and I factored in just relatability. I factored in a lot because I go on Twitter a lot and read what people think about these guys, and so I know the popular Twitter guys.
Okay. Oh, interesting. We'll come across that.
Yes, definitely. And you know, I haven't visited the Reddit in a very long time, but I would visit the Reddit, and usually, I would say like the people that I know from there that have been talked about. That definitely factors in. And then also screen time and just kind of overall narrative of what has been, I guess, assigned to them, or they've, you know, willingly taken up on the show itself.
Right. Okay, great. I just want to say a couple people off the table.
Yes.
Susie.
Oh yes.
Obviously.
Right.
Gabby. Obviously.
Right.
Rachel. Obviously. Romeo, former podcast guest. I think he's off the table, as is Elizabeth Corrigan, because I believe they're dating. They went to the theater together. They did a quote soft launch of their relationship on Instagram stories. So I was catching up with Reddit, the Bachelor Reddit, and and they were talking about all these soft launches versus hard launches of people's relationships. Yeah. And this wasn't like a phrasing as it relates to relationships on Instagram that I was familiar with, but I thought it was really funny. And I just like love the concept of like quasi seeding your relationship versus like Madison and her father, or her boyfriend who looks like her father.
Totally.
With their offensive hard launch.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. So I had known the term before, and I heard people throw it out on like Twitter and just, talking one-on-one with people. And actually, you know what? Someone used it on me, but it wasn't about, it was like driving to work or something like that. And it was, I think Kate said that about me. She was like, "Oh, you're trying out a soft launch of that." And I was like, yeah, I don't remember what it was, but it was like.
Leave it to Kate Hallowell to be using like the up-to-date cool lingo in context. Kate always knows.
She does.
This episode is brought to you by Visible. Maybe you've already let your New Year's resolution slip. We all have, but you can still make a 2 year's resolution with Visible. Right now, you can get a one-line wireless plan from Visible for just $20 per month for 24 months. 24 months is basically 4 Bachelor seasons. That could be 4 engagements, 4 broken engagements, so many other couples we didn't see coming. It's really an eternity in Bachelor Nation. And that's unlimited 5G data powered by Verizon with no annual contracts. Switch now at Visible.com and use the code Visible24. Don't miss out. Offer ends January 31st. New members only. Promotional rate with service on the Visible plan. For additional terms and network management practices, see Visible.com. This episode is brought to you by eBay Authenticity Guarantee. eBay knows that when it comes to jewelry, authenticity is the real gem. When you see the blue check mark that says Authenticity Guarantee, it means your next piece will be carefully inspired by jewelry experts and will always be worth its weight in gold. Whether you're looking to make a statement or build the perfect everyday look, eBay is making sure you get the real deal. With eBay Authenticity Guarantee, you can trust that jaw-dropping piece will always arrive jaw-droppingly real. Ensure your next purchase is the real deal. Visit ebay.com for terms.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm. You might say all kinds of stuff when things go wrong, but these are the words you really need to remember. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. They've got options to fit your unique insurance needs, meaning you can talk to your agent to choose the coverage you need. Have coverage options to protect the things you value most. File a claim right on the State Farm mobile app and even reach a real person when you need to talk to someone. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
All right, Amelia, I give you the number 1 pick. Who do you choose in our 2022 Paradise Draft?
This is crazy. Thank you. I'm so honored to receive the number 1 pick.
You're so welcome.
So with my number 1 pick in this draft, I'm going with Teddy.
Oh my God. Nice. Yes, I had her high on my draft board as well. Why are you picking Teddy?
I'm picking Teddy because, well, she was already distinguished on the first episode of Clayton's season because she got the first impression rose.
Yes, she did.
So she has that going for her. And she also stayed around for a pretty long time. I think it got to like the final 5 or something.
Yes.
So
she has family? I don't think so.
I don't think we did, but we did learn she is a virgin. And, there's always, they love a virgin on this show. So I think that's another point for her. She's also just really sweet. She had no controversies. And she just seemed like someone everyone got along with. So I can just see them being like, Teddy, you're going to paradise. Pack your bags, baby.
I think that's a great pick. She was high on my draft board as well. I also feel like Teddy's got great style, so I feel like she'll bring a great look to Paradise.
Totally.
I just want her to find love. Also, Teddy seems like she needs to have just some fun. I felt like she seemed like the other women really liked her and she was like friends with everyone, but we didn't get to see that side of her. So I would like to see Teddy get to cut loose a little bit and just have a good time.
Yeah, me too.
All right. I am selecting number 2, the first person on my team, Serene. Also,
good
finalist from Clayton. She came in 4th. We did meet her family. She had a great family. She is beautiful. I feel like
gorgeous.
The men will be so lucky if she's there.
Totally.
She also was very just had a great easy vibe about her. And
definitely.
I felt like Clayton, I feel like the producers in Clayton manipulated her too much. I didn't like that they played on how she lost her cousin and that became part of her storyline.
Fucking fireflies.
Yes. Yeah. And so she deserves more. She deserves better. So let's get her back on television.
And her hot brother.
Yeah, maybe he can come with her.
I would love that. I would watch. Oh, that's a good pick. That's a great pick.
Yeah, thank you.
I definitely agree with you. I think the guys are all going to be like, I hope Serena's here. So, because they love doing that.
Yeah. I mean, I would hope for her as well. All right, Amelia, back to you. Number two.
Number two. Yes. I guess number 3 overall.
Yeah. Number 3 overall. I'm bad at this draft lingo.
Me too. I don't do drafts. So, okay. So with my number 2 pick, I am selecting, I really think he's a fan favorite. Olu.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Olu with the orange suit.
With the orange suit. Yeah, I forgot about that suit. Yeah.
What's the evidence that he's a fan favorite?
So like I said, I go on to Twitter a lot. I participate in the memes and all that good stuff. And people are always tweeting and retweeting and liking and memeing it up for everyone. Stuff about Olu. They're obsessed with Olu. Everyone loves Olu. He is a really great guy. He had a really, I think, beautiful moment with Michelle when he talked about her being unseen and he got emotional and he was like, I hope that you would never be unseen with me. And so everyone loves him because of that. He's handsome. And I just feel like he's also got a great bod, as we saw when that when they, punching ab. Yeah, right. He won or something. I don't know. It was really intense. But anyway, so he's got that beach bod ready. So I think it's got to be Olu.
All right, love it. That's great.
Thank you.
I liked him too. He also was kind of soft spoken on the show. Literally, I feel like he spoke in low tones. And he's another person who I'd like to see just turn it up.
Turn it up. Totally. Yeah.
Just have fun. Everyone just needs to have fun. All right.
Agreed.
Number 4, number 2 on my team. I think you're gonna regret not taking this guy. You're gonna be like,
oh my God.
Okay. Rodney. Duh.
Rodney was on my list. Yeah. Love Rodney.
Rodney's an obvious pick.
He is.
He's so lovable. He also had a great mom.
He did have a great mom.
One thing I like about Rodney is he and Nate seem to be really tight. And I feel like it shows that though they both went far, their relationship was able to kind of be independent of their respective relationships with Michelle.
Sure.
And we just definitely need more Rodney in this life.
Do.
Also, if Rodney can be involved in trying to identify more lasagna versus pizza, I wouldn't complain. That was a highlight of Michelle's very dull season.
Oh my God, it's true. I can see him honestly getting a top Paradise pick, pairing up with someone, and
they must want him. I have to say, as we talk about these guys, they have to get some of them to go. It can't only be dudes we haven't heard of.
Yeah, right? I mean, come on. No, yes, of course. I mean, guys like Rodney, come on, exactly. Yeah. Because people loved him.
Next, who do you have? Number 5, 3 on your board.
With the number 5 pick. I said, and this might be controversial, but Cassidy.
Oh, okay. Tell us more.
I feel like there is a redemption story waiting to happen for Cassidy. Because, she was the aggressive one right off the bat, and she was like, I'm here not to, be friends with these girls, and I'm here to kiss Clayton or whatever. So I think that she's got a lot of will and determination, which is what you need on this beach if you're vying for a rose, because everyone's pairing off really quickly. And I also think she's not afraid to bring the drama, but she's also reflective at the same time, which we saw at the reunion when she was talking to Shanae, and she was like, you have to apologize, you're crazy. So
yeah,
I think she's the right amount of chaotic.
She's the right, she brings a level of pot stirring that this beach needs. I agree.
Yeah, totally.
I don't really remember Cassidy. Cassidy and Shanae have blended together for me for a two-headed monster, partially because they look a lot alike. Yeah. And then Cassidy was the mentor for Shanae.
She was the mentor.
But then Shanae outlasted her. So
the student became the master, if you will.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe that's why we do need more Cassidys, because she needs to define herself. Return to being a solo player.
Exactly. And I think she also left pretty early on. I think it was the 3rd or 4th episode, because they were like, she has a guy waiting back home for her.
Shout out to her. I hope that returned good dividends for her.
Me too. But I think that, we need to see more of her. We need for her to be that, just amount of cattiness on the beach. And I really do think that there's a redemption there more so than there is for Shanae.
I agree with that. Shanae, I have no interest in having more of.
See, exactly. And that's the whole consensus on Twitter, too, is people were tweeting about, like, producers, if you're listening, please don't cast Shanae. She doesn't deserve it. And I think that Cassidy deserves it more than Shanae. And I think people would agree with me with that.
Yeah,
statement.
I agree. Also, like, I feel like there's more to learn about Cassidy to that point because
totally
Shanae played such like a ridiculous character that no
she
one
did.
enjoyed. And I don't
No
really...
one did.
And because she was like so defiant at the tell-all, I feel like
I know.
I don't think that will change.
I don't think so either. No.
All right, number 6, my third pick. Kate. Gotta have Kate Gallivan, friend of the pod.
Yeah.
Kate didn't get it to shine. Kate is a great talker. Kate made out with Harry Styles. Kate has a lot to share. Did you listen to that story that she told?
I have not yet. I'm sorry. I'm outing myself. I know. I've been really busy, I swear.
Listen to it on YouTube so we get another view.
Okay, I will.
It's worth listening to. Also, Kate's like a legit regular person. She goes to the Oppenheim group as necessary, her place of work. And she went to Stagecoach with Jason and Mary and Romaine. And also Hunter. Apparently Hunter's like her really good friend. And also Amanza. So like Kate's like, she's like real. Like Kate is like, might have the most like recognizable life to me of like any of these people. So
it's true.
I want that. And also she wants it. She said on the pod she wants to go to Paradise. So I support her. I really liked her.
Totally.
And also she moved to Silver Lake, which I think is so surprising and also makes me like her more. Like she's such
that
a
is
West,
shocking.
Such a West Hollywood.
Yeah.
So
West
the fact
Side
that
person.
Yeah, and she I think knows that too. And yeah, it was great.
Wow. That's awesome. I know. I have to listen. It's been on my list, so yeah.
Okay, Amelia, just get around to supporting me whenever you can. Thanks. All right, the number 7 pick, 4th on your team.
4th on my team. I get maybe this is kind of a crazy pick again, but Rick.
Oh my God, Amelia, I had him at number
Did you?
8 at 4 for my team. Yes, great pick. I support it.
Thank you. Thanks. Again, he was kind of, I wouldn't say he was as beloved as Olu was on Twitter, but he was up there. People liked him. They thought he was funny. He is handsome.
Rick on a plate, of course.
Rick on a plate. Who could forget Rick on a plate? I think we need to bring him back and have him his head be buried in the sand for his little opening credit,
Yeah, that
as
was
a
funny.
callback, maybe.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I love that.
Thank you.
That's very funny. I also don't feel like I know a lot about Rick, though he seemed to be beloved. So I'm like, let's get to know him a little bit. See what he's up. See what he's about.
He has a sad dad story.
Right. What was the story again?
That his dad died.
Oh, that's very sad.
Yeah. He was telling Michelle because he like texted him and then
oh right.
And then he didn't or something. It was like
that's awful.
No.
That's
it's
really
horrible.
sad.
It's horrible. So Rick deserves a fun time.
I agree. And he seems like he would be a really good Paradise character. Also,
totally.
I feel like Rick would not be okay with the friend rose. I feel like he would take it really seriously. I'm not sure why I think that.
Yes, but I agree.
It's just the impression I get. He's not here to just prolong his time on the beach. Like he's here for a relationship.
He's a relationship guy. Totally. Yeah. Totally.
All right. Well, I got to bump up who the next guy on my list was. With the number 8 pick, I select a chaos agent, Jamie.
Oh my God, that's a great pick.
I just have so many questions about Jamie. We know based on how he was talking to producers that Jamie will play along. And for all of the sincerity that Rick will bring, we'll need the flip side of the coin. We need Jamie to make things a little bit nuts, to stir things up, to say some outlandish things, to have some really harsh opinions.
Yes.
Maybe even a little mansplaining. Not that I support it, but just to get people riled up.
Yes,
and
totally.
I want the high key chaotic energy of Jamie. I had so many questions about him.
So many questions. This is a great pick. And I think it's kind of a sleeper pick,
Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Also, I do find Jamie very handsome. So though his personality is unappealing. So I wouldn't mind looking at him on the beach. I don't know. I just I know that Jamie was cast
Nuts?
as like evil.
All right. Yeah.
Perhaps unstable. But
Unstable's a good word. Yeah.
I'm interested in learning more. So please bring Jamie to paradise.
Love this. This is a great pick. This is a great pick. You're
Thank
right.
you.
He would be that chaos agent that is needed.
He's kind of like the Russell Hantz of Bachelor in Paradise.
God,
Like he would
yes.
be throwing people's socks into the fire or whatever.
He'd be stealing the machete. Oh
Yeah,
my
he-
gosh.
he would
that's really
take control of the game through devious action. And
I love that.
I am
Oh my
here
gosh.
for it.
Me too. Imagine some guy being in a love triangle with Jamie. Oh my, I'm like, please, let's do it. Let's cast it right now. Yeah. Great pick.
Okay, next pick. Your last pick. No, yes, this is second to last pick. Sorry.
Yes. No, you're fine. Last girl.
Last girl.
I have Sarah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because again, she started really strong with Clayton. And
She's another chaos agent.
she is another chaos agent. I think just from looking at her, she's very pretty. She seems to hold a conversation. Like she just seems like someone that I wouldn't be too worried about them dropped off at the beach of paradise, finding someone else.
Yeah. Also, she seems like not in the same way as Jamie, but again, like I feel like she would just do anything she could to stay longer.
To stay exactly 100%, because that's what she did on Clayton's season. She lied. She blatantly lied several times. She got called out. She still didn't admit to it, which is amazing. And she did the fake cry, which, wow, amazing stuff. Maybe we'll get another fake cry. I don't know.
Yeah. The fake cry, I forgot about that. And also he like called her out on it. I mean,
I know, right?
Their breakup was so epic. That would be a
was.
good one. Also, I feel like she probably would not get along with many of the women because of how
Yep, totally.
like Teddy turned on her. So I think
Yep.
that would be good to like hash out and revisit. So I like that pick a lot.
Right,
I
and
kind
have
of
her-
forgot about her.
She's kind of forgettable, but not in a bad way. It's just like
No.
there were so many girls that season. But yeah, she kind of turned it on at the end. And
Yeah.
I know this is cheating, but if I were to get like another lady pick, I would choose Mara, so
Oh,
that
yeah,
she
they
and
could fight.
so they could fight. Exactly. Maybe
Love
fight
it.
over a certain guy. I would love
So
that.
Oh yeah, that is great. Like run that back. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
My
Okay.
last woman pick, Sierra. Sierra was a great talker.
Mm-hmm.
Sierra gave great sound bites, and that's
Yeah.
essential to Paradise. You need a really good narrator, and I have faith that she could handle the job. She's up to it. So
I think you're 100% correct.
I would love more Sierra. And I feel like similarly, she did not like really get any kind of romance in the way that the show is edited. And so I think she deserves to have her like be represented in a more romantic setting than she got on Clayton season.
I love that pick. Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
can already see her like swimming up at the
She's-
bar with
Yeah.
Genevieve,
She's like Sierra fell on the draft board because she's a lock. It's like,
Yeah,
that
that's
she's like
so true.
she's like a role player. Like, she'll be there.
Exactly.
She
You
will
know she
contribute
will.
every
Yep.
time,
Yep.
but she's not necessarily like a superstar. And that's okay. You need people
okay.
like Sierra, and they can
You
have a
do.
really long life in Bachelor Nation, and she can go hopefully on plenty of free trips.
Yeah, arguably sometimes the longest. Like
Yes.
Ashley I and
Yeah.
Jared, I would say they're role players.
Oh my God.
And they do a great job.
So I drive through Rhode Island a lot, not too
Okay.
far from where their cafe is. Like,
Okay.
How mu-
yeah.
how much- how
and you
much would
haven't
you-
gone?
no, how much would you pay me to go?
Literally $20.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go
Gotta
for free.
okay. Thanks. Truly, you have to support Jared and Ashley.
I
Like,
think
get a
it's called
mug.
Audrey's Cafe.
Right, because it's named after her mom or something.
Yeah, and then their child is named Dawson, I believe, after Jack
After-
Dawson from Titanic, not Dawson
Right,
Larry.
right. Yeah, she was like, not Dawson's Creek. It's Dawson from Titanic.
I
Which
really
I love.
support Jared and Ashley, and I hope they're happy. But if you have
Me
to
too.
clarify like the namesake of your child, that's probably a bad choice. Just throwing that out there.
Oh.
Kind of hard to believe they're parents together. Not because I think they like aren't good, but I just can't believe we went from
It's
the
amazing.
awkward triangle of Ashley, Jared, and Kayla to the trio of Ashley, Jared, and Dawson, as in Titanic. Like
It's amazing. It's the story you want, you know?
it is like seriously.
She truly propelled this relationship into reality.
I hope for Sierra to find the same. I know, and like
I
also
know.
Shout out to Ashley. She made her dreams come true.
She literally did. And the thing is, they're really nice people. Like, they're just genuinely nice people. So,
I know.
You know what? I wish them the best. I think they're great.
I completely agree with you. Okay, Amelia, who's your last male pick?
My last male pick. Well, I do want to say that I wanted to choose LT just because he's apparently Clint Eastwood's forgotten grandson.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that.
And I feel like we never got any resolution to that story. So I would love for him to address it sometime.
Okay.
But that's not who I picked. I'm sorry. I picked Brandon.
Oh, no. No.
Does that not count? I can't do it?
No, you can pick him.
Okay.
I just can't believe it. I'm just
my
shocked
God,
that
really?
you're interested in more Brandon. Why?
Well, no, I'm not saying that I'm interested in more Brandon. I just know that his story is sad. He's the runner up. That's kind of like hot commodity territory. And
I know, but
he's handsome.
I'm just so anti-Brandon.
I know.
All of my Michelle opinions are coming back to me. My Michelle season opinions. Like, it feels like a different lifetime, though it was like 6 months ago.
I know.
And I'm like, I completely erased Brandon from my mind.
I know.
I never liked him.
Trust me, I told Michelle that too.
I never liked him?
No, well, I told you this, right? When I saw her at Starbucks and I was like, and then I was obviously like nervous and I was like, we all hate Brandon. Okay, bye.
You did not tell me that part. That's amazing.
Okay. Yeah.
Did she laugh?
Yeah, she did. They both laughed because Nate was there too and he laughed too. They were both like,
they're cute together. I really hope they make it. They're
Me too.
like, if that's what they want. I want mostly want them to be happy, but I hope they make it. They seem like a nice
seem
duo.
Sweet. Yeah.
She seems happy.
She does seem happy.
I feel like we know what unhappy Michelle looks like from her time on Matt's season. I don't know what it looks like with Nate, so I don't really have anything to compare it to, but I do feel like she seems happy. So that's good.
Yeah. And that's all I want, you know?
Yeah, of course. All right, my last pick is going to shock you.
Oh my God. This is exciting.
It's Martin.
He was one of my backups. Yes.
Martin brings the drama.
Also, he does bring the drama. And the cutoff shirts.
And the cutoff shirts, the frosted tips.
The nose ring. Yeah.
Martin did not really treat Michelle that well, which I also but she had the upper hand. Like, I just feel like Martin will bring some attitude. And again, we need that for good television. Even if you don't.
Bachelor's attitude era. Yeah.
Yes.
For sure.
Even if you don't want that for your friend in a relationship, you want it on your reality TV.
Yeah.
So as a result, we need Martin.
We do. You're so right. We do need Martin.
I never thought I'd be saying we need Martin or like thinking about him ever again. But here we are, Amelia. This draft brings out so many important opinions.
It is very true. And he just looks like, if you look at him, you know that guy's destined for paradise. It's just like, where should he be? A beach. That's
and
where.
Like a neon bathing suit, which I think he wore on the show too.
I believe it. And again, he's always wearing the cutoffs, like any time of day on a date.
He's so ready for it. He also clearly didn't want to commit to Michelle so that he could go on Paradise. So let's just make it happen, everybody.
At this point, just give it to him. Yeah, totally.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Well, Amelia, thank you so much for participating in this draft with me. I think when we find out who will be on Paradise, we'll revisit this together. In the meantime, you can catch me and Amelia all over the Ringer Podcast Network. We're both on Ringer Dish frequently. We're both on the Ringer Reality TV Podcast, which, on that note, we have a Bravo show now. It's on Fridays, and it's hosted by Rachel Lindsay. It will feature a whole host of Ringer Bravo fans, including Amelia and myself, Jody Walker, Callie Curry, Chelsea Stark-Jones. Who knows who else will pop on? It is high time in the Bravo universe. We have Beverly Hills this week. Dubai is coming really soon. New Jersey's wrapping up. Atlanta's in progress. There's always Below Deck, soon to be Southern Charm. So much.
My God.
I can't believe we've waited this long to do it. So please check out our Bravo Friday podcast on the Ringer Reality TV feed. We will see you there, and you will hear from me on this feed next week. Who knows what's in store? Thanks so much, everyone. And of course, thank you to Erika Cervantes for producing this episode.